All right, we in the building, y'all. So what's going on with it, y'all?
What's good?
Just chilling, just chilling
Y'all ready to talk a little bit of this NBA?
for sure.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
Ant,
go.
go on and kick it off, Ant, real fast, man. Tell me some things, Ant. Talk to me.
Shit, who you got in the finals this year?
I got, I got the Knicks, and I got, shit. I think I got, yeah. I think I got the Timberwolves, the Knicks and the Timberwolves.
Okay. You know that's gonna be a crazy ass matchup
I'm,
though.
going, I'm rolling with OKC for some strange reason. I like Lil Shay.
Hey, you know what? OKC. Let me tell y'all something though. OKC, they got hella game, right? I like OKC game, right? They got the whole package. They got the whole package. It's just something about Ant Man that gives me the Kobe Bryant vibes, right?
Okay.
Because he plays the way they played in the early 2000s and the 90s. He played the game the right way. I mean, yes, he pulls up for threes and things like that, but he plays at all three levels: perimeter, post, 3 point. He played defense. I mean, Ant Man is an all around player, and I really don't see an all around player on the Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, I wait for a rebuttal if there is one.
So what OKC is, I look at it like
Oh,
this.
they ain't got nobody but Shay, really.
Nah, that boy Jalen Williams, he go hard too, but he just be bullshitting sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, you do got to come every game, especially the game seven. So you ain't got no choice. But that Jamal Murray, a motherfucker.
I heard that nigga was. I heard they think he had flu game last game.
Said he had the flu.
They said
Man,
he had flu.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Jamar Murray only there when he play against the Lakers. That's the only time Jamal Murray there when he playing against the Lakers. Anybody else, I don't see Jamar Murray ever stepping
But
his game up. Honestly, in my opinion, the Clippers should have beat Denver, and they had all the necessary tools to beat Denver. I
nah,
don't know what happened.
that naughty wasn't. No, he don't.
Jane Harden.
They too small.
Who
Jane
the
Harden,
Clippers?
you know Jane Harden ain't clutching big game, man. That
That's true
just of
too.
course of his career. That just him.
But you got to think about it, they too small. So their starting lineup was small. You had James at point, you had Norman Powell, you had the boy Chris Dunn, and then you had Kawhi. Like no
And
one over 6'8".
Vestas, what's Zubac? Zubac play for the Lakers, right? He's a good center. I think he complimented Jokic. As far as he played good defense on Jokic. Uh, who else? I
That's
mean,
that's true. But then you got okay. Look at Denver lineup. You got Jokic. You
okay,
got Michael Porter 6'10". Aaron Gore 6'10". Brock the
Aaron
little
Porter six
Brown.
nine.
He's 6'6". So you got
Uh, oh,
you got height.
okay. So the thing is this though, because they pushed him to seven. The thing is this though, right? So James Harden 6'6". Kawhi about 6'7". Kawhi Leonard can stick anybody on the floor from 1 through 4.
Okay.
Do we agree on that?
We agree.
Okay.
Norman Powell can stick anybody from 1 through 4.
Nah.
So you put your bet. Okay. Who
Nah.
can he not? Who can he not stick?
He not Norman Powell 6'4". He not taking no power forward 6'10".
I disagree. I,
Okay.
I, I disagree.
All right. For
I ain't
example.
seen it. I ain't seen too much of his game to the judge him, man.
All right, for
Not
example,
foul.
this thing about it. If Norman Powell thinking Draymond Green, cool, but he's thinking like Aaron Gordon. So I remember that shot Aaron Gordon got, that last
The
second
dunk.
shot, that little dunk he
That
got.
yeah.
Okay, Norman Powell was on right there. He put a block him out. He can't block him out.
Well, once you're in the air, you're in the air. You feel what I'm saying? And he was in the air, but
I understand that, but I'm talking about block him out on perimeter.
do you believe that Russell Wilson? I'm sorry, Russell Wilson. Russell Westbrook playing with the Clippers for the 2 years that he played with them for, that he knew how Ty Lue was gonna coach and how the pieces of that puzzle worked.
Because you have to get a whole new system. Because he got two new players, Norman Powell and Chris Dunn.
Well, Norman Powell been on the team, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
He been on the team, but he didn't get he wasn't playing like he was this year. Like he was an All Star this year. So that's like you got a nigga that was playing and stuff, but
When
he wasn't
when when
playing.
have ever Norman Powell been an All Star?
He was All Star this year because he averaged 23 points this year. When Kawhi was out, he was
Okay,
averaging 23 points.
and he went to the All Star game.
Yeah,
Okay, so before that, when did Norman Powell go to the All-Star game?
never,
Okay, cool.
never.
So we don't. This. Okay, so what I'm trying to get around to is this: though Denver is a good team, that team can be stopped. And I believe if Denver would have faced the Lakers in the first round, I believe the Lakers would have beat Denver.
You gotta
Um,
have some bodies on that big joker though. You gotta have some
Exactly.
bodies.
I
You gotta
seen
have a
Rui,
few bodies.
I seen Rui, I seen Rui Hachimura hold Jokic, and the way that JJ schemed for Jokic. I seen them. I seen them put together a great defense for the Denver Nuggets, as y'all seen the Lakers beating the Nuggets this year. Not when I just call him the ball guy with the knot on his head was coaching the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So it was a difference
Man,
in that. Darvin Lump. So it was a
He from the
difference
East
as you
also.
seen them coaching when they played against the Denver Nuggets.
Okay. So you think mainly it was bad matchup? That's what you're looking at, a bad matchup. So Lakers bad matchup with the Wolves instead of the Denver. I
anybody
disagree on
going
that.
against Joker right now is a bad matchup. In the playoff, that dude
Exactly.
play a little different. He aggressive more.
Okay, okay. But y'all saying that Jokic is aggressive, right? So
Hmm.
I think a lot of Jokic shots. I hooped, as y'all know. I hooped coming up, right? So I
Okay.
think some of Jokic shots are some lucky shots that just go in sometimes. Like I seen Jokic just throw up some shots and they just
Yeah,
went
he
in. And you
do.
kind of like, man, what? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
But I don't take away from his greatness. But what they put on Jokic, it's a problem. I remember they said that Jokic would destroy Shaquille O'Neal. I said we forgot who Shaquille
Nah.
O'Neal was. Did we forget who
yeah,
Shaq was?
man. You
So
putting them that's in shark territory, man. You put up a person up against Shaq, man. You gotta. Only person I don't seen like do Shaq wrong was Akeem.
okay,
That was a young Shaq that did.
but that was the
Yeah, see,
younger
that's the only
Shaq. That
person.
I mean, but okay, with that Hakeem beat the Lakers Shaquille O'Neal coming in the 2000 season.
No,
That
Shaq had a body then, boy. You went finna do nothing with that dude.
right. So I like the hype that they put on Jokic, like when they get like Ant would always say, "Oh, well, he got two or three MVPs." Well,
Yeah.
the media picks the MVPs, and I believe that they have a bias. I believe that they have a bias, right?
Okay.
And the bias would be that a lot of the media are out of shape white men. So they see this out of shape white man and they like, well, he just won a title or he can shoot, he can do this, he can do that. Well, he reminds us of us. So we're gonna vote for him. So they
I,
overhype him, I believe.
let me
Not
let me
saying
let
he don't have game, but I believe they overhype him. Go
me
ahead.
let me rebuttal that. Let me rebuttal.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Jokic the top five player in the league right now.
I can name five people that's better than Jokic right now.
Please name five.
Said though, what the main reason why Kobe ain't got number one MVP?
Hold on, wait. And okay, okay. Now let me stop you right there. Let me rebuttal that real fast. Kobe's only had one MVP because of what happened in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the
Right.
main reason they knocked him.
So Steve Nash did not deserve a MVP
No.
over
No.
Shaquille O'Neal nor Kobe Bryant. So that was just, that was full on BS. Steve Nash was a great player though. Don't get it twisted. But we knew Kobe deserved those MVPs, but what happened legally, they couldn't give it to him because the NBA was still growing and it was in value, and they couldn't give it to Kobe, but they made it up to him when they gave him Pau Gasol. Let's just say that.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me rebuttal to Ant real fast. You said name five people that's better.
Yeah.
The new MVP should be Shea Alexandrich, which was better. Shea, which was better than Jokic last year, who should have won it. So Shea is one. Do we agree? No, man, this is my list, so it don't matter if you agree or not.
Okay.
So we have Shea, Luka Doncic. I'll let you rebuttal on the Luka because you love Luka so much.
Okay.
So do you agree
You
that
like,
Luka's better than Jokic?
but
No.
Okay.
They
Say,
about
say what
like
you say,
one A,
Trent.
one B, because neither one of them don't really play defense.
Jokic do. Jokic play a little defense though, because Jokic get blocks and steals.
Okay,
He
so
he ain't tough like that though.
He
okay, so
average he average 2 steals a game.
I got Shea.
Yeah, I give him a little bit of that there, but I'm like the blocking style for his size, and he,
Yeah, he blocking.
he really like supposed to be the little dominant thing in the NBA. Like you in the whole, you supposed to be like a white Shaq.
So
Who?
no, I'm talking because the rebuttal what you said
Jokic?
was
Never.
Yeah,
you
But
I
said
say he's
mainly,
supposed to be.
that man is
They
nowhere
say
near
he
just
is.
Shaquille O'Neal.
but
Nowhere
no,
near.
he said because dominant center and stuff. That's mainly what
No, I'm
dominant
saying
center.
like for his size and for like how the centers are
Right.
in the league, you really supposed to
Right.
be doing them like how Shaq
Right.
would do them.
Because they're putting 6'8" dudes in there, 6'10" dudes as centers.
Yeah, that's why I
Okay.
say he's man. Shaq would have about man. If
A, mi-
Shaq could actually
a
hit
hundred.
free throws, bro would have been past the on scoring championship.
Right.
Facts.
So okay, so I got Shea,
Okay.
I got Luca,
Okay.
I got Anthony Edwards.
Mm-mm.
Any rebuttal on Edwards? Who
He not
beat
better.
Jokic last year?
He not
Who
better than
beat
Jokic.
Jokic
No,
last year?
he not. He's
You
more
don't.
excited. He's more excited than Jokic.
I like
Yes.
Ant Man. I like
He
Ant Man over a lot of folks. Ant Man really like my second best player in the league. He really my best player in the league.
he more exciting and more relatable, but he not better than Jokic. So this how okay. So this why I'm gonna rebuttal what you said though. You said the NBA trying to push the narrative of fat white man. So Jokic is a fat white man out of shape.
Hold on,
But
I did
hold
not say that. I did not say that. What I said was, and let me myself, let me say it again. I said the media are
mhm,
filled with white fat men,
okay.
out of shape white fat men that have an agenda to push Jokic to the front of the forefront as if he's like that in the NBA over an athletic black man who is just naturally born. So the gimmick is okay. This is the gimmick. Okay, they're a black dude. He's athletic. He can shoot. He can run real fast. He can jump real high. Yet, a out of shape white man that can only jump 2 inches off the ground is destroying the league where they're supposed to be destroying. Do you see? Do you see what I'm saying now?
I see
Yes.
what you're saying, but he's still doing his thing though. Like you can't stop him saying he's not doing his thing.
I never said Jokic was not a good player. I never said
No,
that.
he's a top. Okay, so what thing about it is Jokic is he's in top three in every category: points,
That's not.
rebounds,
Kevin
assists.
Durant is my number four. KD is my number four.
Okay. So let me ask you a question: do you go off eye contact or do you go off of stats wise and seeing who better?
You seen the eye test? Let me explain
Yeah.
something. I've been watching basketball and playing basketball my whole life, as we all know
Okay.
that, right? I've never seen Kevin Durant before coming in at 6'11", as Kevin Garnett say, 6'12", with a skill, with a handle, with a shot like that man has.
You right.
He shoots better than Dirk Nowitzki. He shoots better than
No.
Nikola Jokic.
No.
Oh
No.
my, oh my fucking,
Hold
oh
on.
my
Hold on. Hold
God.
on. Hold on. You talk about ice out
Oh
dirt.
my fucking
Dirt.
God, bro. Oh my God. Did you
Okay.
hear what this man said? Did you hear what the man said?
Yeah. Hey, Durant cold, bro.
Hold on. He cold. Don't get it wrong. Durant cold as hell.
You
But
think that
Durant
Dirk
hold on. Hold
cold.
on.
Nowitzki
Hold on. Hold
shoots
on. Hold
better
on.
than Kevin Durant?
No, I'm talking about shooting
Hey,
wise.
you seen who Kobe said once he got his shit together, he was the toughest person to figure out.
Shooting wise. Shooting wise. So shooting three wise. Dirt. But Kevin Durant better than Dirt.
Yes. Oh my God, bro. Look at the stats.
Yeah, you got
Look at the
to
stats.
You know, Dirt is like in the top 10 points wise, right?
Oh my fucking God,
Hold on,
bro.
hold on, hold on,
Oh
hold on,
my
hold on, hold on, hold on,
God.
hold on. Let me break it down. Top 10. Dirk really didn't dunk the ball like that. He shot threes and twos, and then got to the free throw line. He didn't dunk the ball. He didn't go like layup. He didn't cross nobody over and stuff. He dunked the ball.
Do you
He,
watch basketball, sir?
I do, sir. I
Dirk
lied.
Nowitzki, Dirk Nowitzki has a lot of dunks and layups, brother. I watched Dirk Nowitzki. I was there when Dirk Nowitzki, when a guy named Timmy Duncan said, "No, no, there's no Dirk Nowitzki here." A guy named Timmy Duncan. Do you know who Timmy Duncan is?
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying Nowitzki is better than Tim Duncan?
No.
Okay. Finally, the insanity is over with you, brother.
But
Kevin
hold on.
Durant,
So, okay,
please. Kevin Durant is an all-around better player than Dirk Nowitzki.
okay,
For you to even say that is blasphemy.
okay,
Go ahead, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. I
okay.
need a drink for this one. I need a drink. That's just fucking crazy. Go ahead.
Y'all went in on that one.
So let's back to the playoff. Back over to the playoff. We're
I
gonna go
don't
back to
want
the
to
playoff.
go to the playoffs. I want to go where you just said
Okay.
Dirk Nowitzki
So
is better than Kevin Durant.
no, I said shooting wise.
You're a
Shooting.
liar. Where at? Where?
What is Dirt known for?
I don't care what Dirk is known for. If you put
Dirk
a
got a
better
nice
shooter on the
fadeaway. That's what
floor,
he known for. That one
Fade,
leg fadeaway.
that one away.
the
Catch
one
your
leg
question.
fadeaway in
Hold
the
on.
midi,
That one leg fade away. You watch basketball.
in the midi,
Hold on. How many people blocked that shot?
in the midi,
How many people blocked that
Not,
shot?
not
Not that many,
many.
right?
No,
And
not
then,
many.
Who
He
blocks
tall
Kevin
though.
Durant shot to over the shoulder from the midi fadeaway? Boom. Who blocks that?
Hey, but the ramp but LeBron off in the finals in the game where LeBron was actually supposed to play some defense on.
Durant won titles, bruh. Durant is a monster.
hold on. Hold on. The Rant won title with all stars on the team. Dirt won a title by himself.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
let me tell you
This is a
something.
lie.
I
This
ain't
is a
being
lie.
funny, but that Cal team could have beat them.
Thank you. Say it one more time.
That Cal team could have beat them.
Okay.
They just didn't.
Let me tell you something. That Dallas Mavericks team, once again, as we get back on this subject, the Dallas Mavericks team, they had all-stars, bro. They had legends on that team.
That
Yeah.
year,
Oh my God. Hold on. Let me get the tablet, bro. Because I can clearly run it down myself, bro. But
we
I
done this.
really want
We done okay. So
Yeah, they
you
got an
know
let
what
epic
page the story
run.
Stoyakovich is.
hold on. So let's do the lineup. The lineup was Jason Kidd,
Yes,
Sean
Hall of Famer.
Sean Marion,
I should be a Hall of Famer. The Matrix.
who started shooting guard.
You looking it
Oh,
up. You're looking at it. You're watching it.
I'm
You're
not looking.
looking it up, right?
I'm not looking it up now.
Okay, hold on.
Cause
I
Jason
think it was
Terry
Corey Brewer. I think it was Corey Brewer.
probably, and then Jason Terry come off the bench, and then you had Tyson Chandler, you had Dirt. Tyson Chandler was he a scorer or was he the defensive?
He was a defensive stopper.
Was he an all star at that time?
He was a defensive
Can you answer the
stopper.
question? Answer the question.
I can't remember if he was an all-star, but
He was not
Tyson
all star
Chandler
at that
was a
time.
defensive stopper.
Hold on. He was not all star at that time. Jason Kidd, was he past his prime at that time?
Hold on. Give me a second, bro. Hold on. Dallas.
I was gonna pay their prime. They were about 35, 36 years old. Only person probably on the team with young was Barrero. It was a purple little dude.
Past his prime. So Jason Kidd
Championship,
was what?
Where
championship
That's
you
what I'm
roster.
gotta
saying.
look at it.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a Heat team in its prime.
Exactly.
Hold on. Give me
But
one second.
and Dirk beat that team, didn't he?
Yeah, he beat that team.
He did beat that
Exactly.
team.
He also swept the defending champions. They were
He
my
swept the
team, the
Lakers.
Lakers.
He swept the Lakers. Okay, let me read the roster down to you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
And tell me,
So
men.
I'm just gonna put the guys that matter. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these names are from overseas and I don't know them. So I don't want to
Okay.
mess. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Make
Okay.
myself look foolish or whatever. So you got JJ Barea. You got Rodrigo. Okay. So you got Corey Brewer, Karan Butler, Brian Calderon, Tyson Chandler, Brandon Haywood, two beasts, Dominique Jones, Jason Kidd. This is the boy. What's his name? Aim Muhammad, the dark skinned dude that went to the Spurs. Muhammad.
Yeah, I
He was a
remember him.
monster. Sean Marion, Steve Novak, shooter. Dirk Nowitzki, uh, Sasha Pavlovich that came from the Cleveland Cavaliers, shooter, pure shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun Stevenson, shooter, lockdown defender. Peja Stojakovic, legendary 6'10 shooter. Legendary pull up from the midi and the long range. Jason the Jet Terry, shoot a million threes and make a million threes. Where was that roster lacking?
Are you gonna let me rebuttal?
Yes.
Okay. So are we talking about in their prime? So on Sasha at that time, that year, he averaged 4 points a game. Sean Stevenson averaged 5 points a game. Corey Brewer averaged 5 points that year. Hold on. JJ Barrera averaged 9 points a year. Tyson Chandler averaged 10 points a year. Sean Marion, the Matrix, averaged 12 points that year. Karan Butler, that was his two guard was. 15 points a year. Jason Terry averaged 15. Jason Kidd. Jason
Corey
Kidd.
Brewer was a starting point shooting guard.
Okay. No, I think it was Karan Butler. But
No, it was Corey Brewer because remember, Karan had the hand injury.
okay, Corey Brewer averaged 5 points. Jason Kidd averaged 7 points that year. Not the series, the year.
Okay,
Tell me, tell me who stats look good. 15, Dirk averaged 23, and after that, somebody averaged 15.8. That was Jason Kidd off the bench.
okay,
Next
now
bench
hold
is
on.
Jason Terry.
Okay, now hear me out on this one. What did I tell you about averages? Okay, so it went on a shooting spree where Kobe was scoring about 45 to 50. They put
Okay.
his average at 35 because that's what he was gonna clip was
Okay.
35. So when you look at the averages does not equate to what the player actually scored that year. They just gave you an average, like gave you a clip number. We
That's what
talked
average
about
is.
that.
Yeah, what
You
he scored that
always
year.
listen. You always try to run to the averages, but that's not gonna save you today because I'm on your ass. Now, what you're telling me is this is
Okay.
what you're telling me. This is what you're telling me. You're telling me JJ Barea at 5'10 wasn't a shooter. Are you saying that?
He was a shooter.
Okay, cool. You're telling me Corey Brewer wouldn't dunk on you and shoot the midi
Yeah.
and defense. That's what. Okay, cool. So Karan Butler is not a monster.
At that time, no.
God. Okay, cool. Okay, so this guy Tyson Chandler was not a defensive monster, defensive
Yes,
anchor.
defensive, yes. Defensive,
Okay,
yes.
do he put back lobs? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you had no point. You had nothing to get in the paint. Brandon Hayward was he not a monster?
No.
Oh my god.
At that time, no.
Oh my god. We're
Okay.
not talking about Andre Black. We're talking. Okay.
Okay. So okay. All right,
Okay. Hold on.
watch this.
Okay.
Watch this.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Watch this.
Oh,
Watch
wait,
this.
wait, wait, wait.
Watch this. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
You're
Hold on.
stopping.
Let me rebuttal. Let me rebuttal. Let me rebuttal. Let me rebuttal.
You can't
AI.
rebuttal to something I didn't finish.
Okay, go finish. Go ahead, finish real fast. Finish.
Okay. So was Sasha Pavlovich not a 3-point specialist?
Yes.
Was Steve Novak not a 3-point specialist?
Yes.
Was Sean Marion not a shooter? Ugly shot, the ugliest shot I ever seen in my life. Him
Technically
and
got
Lonzo Ball.
technically got the other side.
Okay, so was he not a defensive stopper as well with a jumper?
Green Day. Okay.
Was Peja Stojakovic not a knockdown shooter?
You said him already.
I never said Peja Stojakovic. I said Sasha Pavlovich.
Okay.
Was Jason Terry not a knockdown shooter?
Yes.
So it's not the name of the game. Get in the middle, kick out, wide open threes. Is that not the name of the game, or am I wrong? Can anybody tell me am I wrong or am I right about that?
I'm just waiting for my rebuttal. Oh, that's all I'm waiting for my
I'm
rebuttal.
I'm 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 asking a homie. Can you tell me, please?
No, that ain't wrong.
Okay, so I'm 100% right. Okay, what you was gonna say now? Because you're about to bring up Iverson's, and I'm gonna bust down that lineup for you.
Okay.
So go ahead, sir. I'll wait. Go ahead. I'll wait.
When Iverson was the Sixers, a monster,
Okay.
right? Monster, right? Iverson with Memphis. What was he?
He was still a monster.
I meant with Memphis.
When he went to Memphis, he was still a monster. Yes,
He was not
he
monster.
was still AI.
He was not the monster that
AI
he
didn't
was.
go. AI didn't start going down until he went to
Denver.
the Pistons. No, until he went to the Pistons. You don't trade Chauncey Billups, bro, for Allen Iverson if Allen Iverson's garbage.
He went
Remember
to
that was the trade.
he
It
was
was
he was
Billups. It was Billups for Iverson.
he went to Memphis after went to the Pistons.
What do you, brother? Let me explain it to you one more
He went to
time.
hold on. He went to the Sixers. Then he
The
went to
trade was from Philly to Denver,
okay,
from Denver to Detroit.
okay, and
Detroit traded him for whatchamacallit.
then where did he go after? Then where did he go after Detroit?
Sorry about that.
Where did he go after Detroit?
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Memphis.
Memphis, right? So what you just said was he started going down after Pistons. Then after that Pistons, he went to Memphis. So he wasn't the same AI then.
Oh, I'm tripping.
You were wrong. So what I'm saying is you can't keep adding people what they did in the past, what they do now. Jason Kidd with the Nets, he was a monster. With Dallas, he was not a monster. Tyson Chandler, he was a defensive guy and stuff, yes, but he's not an all-star. What I'm saying what Dirk did, what he did by himself as an all-star. That's what I'm saying. That's what people don't understand. Like Dirk did it by himself.
Yeah.
So that's what he's not getting. Like he's saying, like Sean Marion. Yeah, when Sean Marion with Phoenix, monster beast. With Dallas,
Yeah, Jason Terry.
Jason Terry come off the bench. So like you got to think about Jason Terry, like come off the bench. He did his thing. That's why he's 6
It
million a
was
year.
six man of the year.
6 million a year. He come off the bench. 15, 16 points a game. You can't argue
But
with
he
that.
could have started though. He could
He
have
could
My
have.
bad.
started. He
I had
chose
a
to come
call.
off the
My
bench.
fault. I got a call. Can y'all
It,
hear
it,
me and
it,
see me?
it's certain people that come off the bench like Lou Williams. When he come off the bench, he do his thing and stuff.
Yeah.
Jamal Crawford come off the bench,
All
do
right.
his thing.
Crawford said he'd rather come off the bench than start though.
Exactly. So that's what it was. So what I'm saying is you can't keep using people what they did in the past on the same team. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like if you average 15 points today, and are you a monster? That's what I'm saying. Can we anybody answer that question?
I hear you. Can you hear me? Can you
I
hear
hear
me?
you.
Okay. So
If you have 15 points a game right now,
okay.
are you a monster?
It's hard to score. It's hard to score a point in the NBA. So yeah, I believe you're not a monster, but you are a solid 15. You're a solid 15.
So how is Sean Marion a monster if he already averaged 15 points a game?
Defense.
Okay.
Something they don't play no more. Defense.
And Clay Thompson, they want Clay Thompson that wants a defensive stopper and stuff. He averaged 22 points, 23 points a game.
Listen to me, okay? And I knew you were gonna bring up that right. So understanding this, when Steve, I'm sorry, Sean Marion is a role player.
Okay, there we go.
He's a role player, right? He's not the first or second option, right? So even
Yeah.
on those Phoenix Sun teams, Sean Marion was not the first option.
That's
Dallas
all
had a bunch of experience. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
That experience beat the shit
exactly,
out of Miami. You
right?
know what I'm saying? There
exactly.
was a
That's
bunch of
all I'm
players that
saying.
already been to playoffs. They knew how to play team ball, and that year in jail.
That's
Right.
all I'm saying. Dallas that year, 2010, Dallas had a superstar and Dirk Nowitzki and a bunch of role players that played that role.
There. Okay. So when you just say a role player, right? So let me explain to you. You have over average role players. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a guy like Karan Butler, he's an over average role player. You feel what I'm saying? He's a starting level caliber player that can give you 20. So what's going on is you had a team which brought in. That's what my man said that you jail, right? So okay, Dirk is the center point of the offense, right? So we're gonna give it
Yeah.
to Dirk, right? And then
Mhm.
everybody else is shooters all the way around. So what we do is we play defense, we'll look out for the wide open shot because Jason Kidd is gonna give it to us and find us, right?
Mhm.
So what we're doing is we're acting as if Jason Kidd, even at the age he was at, that he was not better than Norris Cole or what's the other guy name? Norris Cole and what's the other one name?
Thomas.
Well, he definitely Dylan Damon Jones. I'm talking about the start Mario Chalmers.
Mhm.
Yeah. I said Chalmers.
Yeah,
Chalmers.
so he was definitely better than those guys, right?
Mhm.
So are we saying that Jason Kidd was in a wheelchair that he didn't contribute, like that Jason Kidd was a nobody? Are we saying that about Jason Kidd right now?
At 37 years old, that playing at that time, yes, he was old.
So LeBron James is 40 years old
He
right
still
now,
played that defense.
right? So
The
he
defense count. You can't never knock
definitely
their defense just because of how many points they gave you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because
right,
that's why
but no,
Allen Iverson team went to the final because they
I understand
played
what you're
right,
defense.
saying. When
right.
Jason Kidd at that time, he played his role. His role was to be a vet. His role was to like the as the
But
knowledge and stuff, and his role was to get the ball, the dirt.
Who?
At
Wait,
that
no, to get the
time,
ball to the team. Who
He
initiates the
stayed
offense?
playing
Who
defense though.
initiates the offense?
the
Who
point guard,
initiates the offense? The
point
point guard.
guard,
So who is the dominant point guard?
Jason
it was
Kidd.
Jason Kidd.
Okay then. So we don't get that title. They don't get that title. I said we. They don't get that title if it wasn't for Kid being the engine of that
They
team.
definitely don't. But then, like I said, a bunch of role play that play their role.
No, okay.
Karan Butler,
So
you said,
okay.
hold on, you said
So
yourself.
what's wrong?
Hold
Okay.
on, hold on,
Okay.
hold on,
Go
hold
ahead.
on, hold on, hold on. Let me get. You said yourself, Karan Butler coming from injury. That's why Corey Brewer started, right? Karan
Hmm.
Butler played 29 games. You know, when come back from injury and stuff, you're not gonna be playing a whole bunch of minutes and stuff. You're not gonna be like that dominant person and stuff. You trying to work your way into and stuff. That's why he averaged 15 points that game and stuff. Tyson Chandler, he's not a really good scorer. He's a rebounder and stuff. So that's why he going to get 9 rebounds and like 10 points.
Tyson Chandler was more of a defensive player, but we we veered all the way off the course. So let's get back to the course of OKC versus um the Timberwolves. If we
If,
can get back on course.
okay, so if OKC beat Denver tomorrow, okay, they play tomorrow in Game 7.
Okay.
I feel like this is my opinion. OKC gonna be tired because that's Game 7 they got to play and stuff. It's a good team they're gonna take them to the edge.
You ever heard of a
Minnesota, they got okay. So my thing with OKC is Shea not playing right, the whole team don't play right. It's not like Shea can average like 10, 12 points and then somebody else gonna take over for the team. It's not like
okay?
Chet gonna take over team, Jalen gonna take over team. Not like that.
Can I stop you for a second?
Hold on. Let me
Go
eat
ahead.
real fast. If
Go ahead.
Anthony Edwards not playing right and not shooting well, the rest of the team pick up. Julius Randle been balling in the playoffs, balling. Rudy Gobert gonna get you like get you some rebound and stuff and get you to a point. Jalen McDaniels, he doing his thing on defense wise, and Mike Conley, Game 7 and Game 6 and stuff, he showing up and hitting that 3 ball. So that's why I got Minnesota over at OKC.
Okay, so there's a such thing called hey
Yeah.
Trip. You got Trip. Oh, okay, he talking. You gotta get in the conversation too. You sidelining me right now, my nigga. You sidelining three. You gotta jump in here three. But okay, so let me rebuttal to that. You ever heard of something called young legs?
Yeah.
Do y'all remember when y'all was young? I'm not sure who all hooped on thing like when you're in your 20s, you can hoop all day and just eat a Snicker, and you can hoop every day, all day. All you want to do is hoop, and that's what we're looking at with the YNs of OKC. Them boys don't want to do nothing but hoop. So who do I have in that matchup? I have it going 7. I have it going 7 with OKC and OKC and the Timberwolves, right?
Okay.
As far as the East goes, New York and Indiana, that's going 7. All those teams are young teams. Those are young teams. So they're definitely it's definitely a new league. It's a new face of the league, and his name is Shea. And these young playoff teams, they're playing their best games. What
Okay.
you say, Trip?
Go ahead.
I want to see Minnesota win one because I really like Ant-Man. I'm an Ant-Man fan. I like Kobe, so I'm a shooting guard man. But that
Even though
Indiana New York series, they're gonna be tough.
I got 2 things to say about that. Ant-Man, you got to think about it. In the OKC Minnesota game go to Game 7. You got vets on that team. Mike Conley's a vet. Rudy Gobert is a vet. Julius Randle's a vet. So you have vets on that team and stuff. That's like they've been there before. You got to think about it.
Yeah,
No one OKC besides Caruso really been there. All right, with
yeah,
that said, Pacers and Knicks. That's gonna be a battle. Every game, I feel like gonna be a fight. Somebody gonna fight in that series.
yeah.
They don't like each other at all. Cause you gotta think about
They're
it.
like an old school rivalry game.
Exactly. You gotta think about it. The Pacers knocked the Knicks out the last year out. So I want to get my get back and stuff. I want my lick back and stuff. So that's why that's gonna
Yeah,
happen. But you gotta
I
think about
know.
it. Go ahead. You got it.
No, go ahead.
If In the next in the Minnesota go to the finals, that's gonna be more for like TV wise. Cause think about it, the trade that happened before the season, you traded Cat for Julius Randle and stuff. So who got
Yeah,
better out of the trade? You gonna see
yeah, that
who
would
the
be
Cat.
nice.
hmm
Okay, so this is
But
my
also, if you guys think if Minnesota win the championship, that's gonna stabilize Ant Man at the face of the NBA.
Yeah,
I did beat
he
hold on,
already like that anyway.
I did beat the GOAT. I beat the 3-point king. I did beat the new guy that y'all got saying he the face and stuff, he the MVP and stuff, and I just won a championship. You got to stay with him the face of the NBA, and he's still young. You got to think about it. Ant Man's only 23 years old, about to be 24. Even though he got such shit going on the outside world and stuff, which
Yeah,
I agree. I agree with him and stuff. Shit, bitch, hey, you get $1 million and stuff. Leave me the fuck alone. But
that one reason
uh,
like the Denver and the OKC matchup. I really did want to see OKC win because I want to see like and SGA go with it.
I would love to see that
Like,
happen.
you know what I'm saying? Like the Halliburton and Brunson matchup, that gonna be the matchup. You know what I'm saying? And plus Randall versus Cat. So, I like that.
uh it's
But
definitely gonna be a battle. I say it's definitely gonna be a battle with the Knicks and the Pacers. I don't think that what he got Miles Turner and things like that. I think
Yeah,
both
I
teams
said that's who I meant. My turn. I ain't mean to say Randall.
yeah, Miles Turner is definitely a monster all the way around. We wanted him on the Lakers actually. We could have had him, but Jeannie Buss fucked that up. No shot, no disrespect to Jeannie. But the thing is this: it's definitely going to be a war when those two teams go at it. I definitely got it going seven, but I got New York kind of edging. Didn't remember too. My bad. You didn't remember too. What's the boy named DiVincenzo?
mhm,
He
Yeah,
was traded in that trade too, so he gonna feel a certain
exactly,
type of way. It's
exactly. Yeah.
it's a lot of dynamics here. It's a lot of dynamics here. You know what I'm saying? If either team make it, being the Wolves or New York, make it to the NBA Finals, it'd be a story. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a classic and it'd be a story. But I in the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't believe that Indiana has enough. They have enough to take them maybe to the brink, but I believe that New York has a depth in the bench. I believe New York has a coach.
Mm-mm.
They have a coach. I believe they have the will, and they have a guy named Jalen Brunson.
So,
yeah.
my opinion on
They
that,
also got a
I,
couple of more scores too.
Right.
I,
Cause
I got.
that bridge, I like Bridget too.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges.
I gotta disagree
Yeah,
on that one there.
Okay.
Pacers have a better bench
Okay.
than New York. Cause if you look at New York bench itself, the only person you will have is Deuce. You got Campaign here and there, and you got Mitch Robinson and stuff. Cool.
You put Mitchell Robinson and you put Cat in there at the same time. Who the fuck? Who can stop that?
That a lot of them good and stuff, but then that means you had to take out of Josh Hart, Bridges,
No,
or
you
OG out
can
the game.
you can keep Josh Hart in at the two because Josh Hart is the heart of the defense here. So
Okay, then who's gonna play at 3?
okay, so this is what it'll look like if they do it this way. So you're looking at Brunson, Hart, Ananobi. Is that his name? OG? Yeah, OG Ananobi, right?
OG, uh huh.
Ananobi. You're looking at Cap, and you're looking at I just said his name. I forgot it that fast.
Mitch Robinson.
Robinson.
So that means
Robinson.
you taking Bridges off the bench.
Mikael Bridges is already comes off the bench.
No, you don't. He starts.
Since when?
This is all year long.
I don't remember Mikael Bridges ever
All year
starting, but
long.
okay.
Mitch Robinson come off the
Okay.
bench and stuff.
You know what? You're
So
100% correct. You're right. You're 100% correct. You're
but you
100%
you
correct.
look at the Pacers. They got
Okay.
TJ McConnell. That's also he's a great backup point guard. You got Obi Toppin and stuff. He's a great person too as well.
You sometimes have Obi Toppin,
I mean, he been balling. He
who
been
came
balling.
from New York,
His three point got better.
who came from New York.
Yeah, he came from New York. So he wanna show out too and stuff. Cause thing is like, hey, y'all traded me and stuff. Boom, I'm gonna show what I got. And I was I was top 5 pick.
Hmm.
Who else you got? You got Thomas Bryan that been balling out. Who else do you have? You got people on the bench that can really score. Well, with Pacers, so that's going to be a good matchup.
Right.
I got a quick question. Quick question. Y'all both Lakers fan, right?
Correct.
And you already said Kobe Bryant is your favorite player, right?
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, Kobe mine.
But thing is, me and Rap had the conversation a couple times, and he disagreed with it all the time. And the 2000 series and 2001 series, 2001, well, Kobe the sidekick, or he the Robin, the Shaq being the Batman.
2001.
Yeah, was he a Robin to Shaq?
Nah, he wasn't no Robin.
He want to? Can you please explain how he wasn't?
Man, please go look at this stats.
I did. So I looked at the
he,
stats right
he
there,
wasn't no
right?
Robin, bro.
Hold on,
Bro,
hold
that
on, hold
man
on.
was put.
And it,
That was the year they went 14-1 in the playoff, right?
and thing
Hmm.
is, don't get me wrong. It never wrong me the stat. My favorite player.
Okay. One of them playoff series, Kobe out rebound Shaq.
No, he did not.
Why he
Okay.
did?
Let me break this down. Hold on, let me break this down. I got this one third. The thing is this: Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant was the guy who stops the other team's offense. Shaquille O'Neal did what he had to do when things came to the paint, but before that, it had to get to the paint. The thing about Kobe Bryant is Kobe Bryant does the things that don't come up in the stats. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant will lock your best player down. Kobe Bryant was the energy to that team. Without Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal does not get those titles. And yes, Shaq is a monster, but without Kobe, he doesn't get them titles. Even if Kobe couldn't have been half of him, and Shaquille O'Neal brings the title. What you want to relate Kobe Bryant to is a role player. Kobe Bryant was never a role player. Kobe Bryant is a tip top now as Shaquille was coming in, you know what I'm saying, to the Lakers, and Kobe was a rookie and they were getting when Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones was there, then okay, I can see you saying that Kobe was a role player. But once Kobe, when they got Eddie Jones and them out of there and Nick Van Exel and them out of there, Kobe Bryant was 1A to 1B to Shaq's 1A. And then when they got to the NBA playoffs and the finals, I believe that Kobe Bryant took over as a star. You seen Kobe Bryant grow in front of your eyes to be a star. And I know Anthony, I know he's not gonna accept this for fact because what he wants to do is he want to look at points per game. But what about the things that Kobe Bryant did that does not show up on the stats? He don't want to talk about that. He
You,
wants to ignore those things.
you let me go. I can go. I can go right now.
Go
Just
ahead.
let me go.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Do you think?
So in 2000 series, 2000 2001 series, so who do you play in the championship? You know that,
When?
right?
When?
2000.
That was the first year
The
they
first one
played
was Indiana.
Indiana.
The
Indiana.
Pacers. They beat a 4-2, right?
Okay, do you remember
Oh,
what happened? Do you remember what happened in that finals?
Kobe got hurt, right?
Jalen Rose hurt Kobe Bryant, and his ankles was swole. His ankle was swole like this, where he missed the game. He came back and did his thing, and he held and he carried the team, especially when Shaquille O'Neal went out when he fouled out of the game.
Mm.
Go ahead.
So he missed one game. Can you tell me the whole playoff? What did Kobe Bryant average the playoffs?
You go with the averages. You always say an average, brother. An
Okay.
Why?
average is
Cause he
not
averaged
an
14
average is
that
not the
game.
points per game.
14. That why you average. That why you run into it average.
Yeah,
So
he wants to say 14, but
He
Kobe was
averaged
scoring more than
14, and
14 points.
cause he played on a hurt ankle. Now, if he go out, Indiana win that series.
he averaged 14. The other guy averaged 33 points. Can you please tell me how that's not a Batman, Robin to a Batman?
Because
How
when
he hurt?
Batman went
He
out,
playing injured, bro.
Oh,
when Batman went out, I guess Robin won the game for him because
he
Batman
playing
went out and
injured.
got fouled out.
I'm just saying. Let, hey,
So
like I
you
said, it's
you
never.
you actually think that leg a high ankle sprain just gonna heal in that little bit amount of time?
No, sir. No, sir, at all. But
Okay, then. So why you running 2 hit point per game average?
okay,
What about the
assist.
things that he
Re,
does that don't show up on the
Okay, he still
on
gave
on
you
the floor?
28 on a hurt ankle. But
In
Kobe
2000,
Bryant shot a whole year and won a championship with a broke finger.
I'm
Definitely. Fingers was throwing up West Side.
my thing about it. All I'm saying is it's nothing wrong at that time. Nothing wrong being a sidekick to the star.
Okay, here you are with this sidekick. Even
He went,
Shaquille said,
cause it was Superman and Batman.
No, 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 no.
"Oh
Yes,
my
it
It was,
god,
was.
it was Aquaman and Superman.
are you fucking? Oh my god, bro, the disrespect,
It's not disrespect. I'm
the
being real. And
disrespect."
Kobe's from my city. Don't get me wrong. Kobe's from
So,
my city.
so, so,
Kobe's from
so,
Los
what was
Angeles.
LeBron
Huh?
in the Miami
Kobe's from
series?
Los
Kobe
Angeles.
wasn't. LeBron was the superstar. Dwayne Wade was the sidekick. And Dwayne Wade was my favorite
And,
player all time.
and Dwayne Wade averaged 20, just about 25 points per game in that finals, and LeBron averaged 17. And you telling me LeBron was the
Hold on, hold on,
superstar?
hold on.
Huh?
In the finals,
Game,
in the finals. What
Huh?
year? What
Is
year?
that
What
what you
year?
telling me?
game.
What year?
Is that
What
what
year?
you telling me?
What year?
Bosh
OG?
averaging 18 points.
What year? We got the
The
years.
2011 finals, bro, against Dallas. So you just told me LeBron was the superstar and he was averaging 17 points per game. He was not even robbing.
You said LeBron. Hold on.
That
'Cause
means Wade was Batman, Bosh was Robin, and LeBron was Alfred.
hold on. I can't go. I can't go with that.
By
And think
by
is
how you running 2 points per game, this how we go. I'm going by your standards.
okay. Go ahead,
But
OG.
this is how you did, Kobe just did. And I just
So
told you he was hurt. LeBron wasn't hurt.
LeBron was 100% healthy. He was
I'm
healthy.
saying
I was looking. I'm trying to figure out when did he average.
the
Bro, they
2011
talked about
finals.
LeBron. They talked about LeBron so bad after that
He averaged 17 points
series.
per game.
Right. So and I know what you want to do right now, because now you're gonna try to shift it, because that's what you do. You weasel out of things. You're not
I
gonna
am
be able to weasel out of this one, sir.
okay.
I'm just saying, I just went by your logic because you just threw that one at Kobe. You know what I'm saying? You pitched that one now. You got to take that shit now.
So and then so
God,
LeBron. So the first year, and I get that. First year they got mad at LeBron because he didn't take over and stuff. He didn't do his own thing. What happened the next year?
Brother, we're not talking about the next year. We're talking about that year, brother.
Yeah, that
Since
year,
you
that
want
year,
you
they
okay, no. Don't try to jump back to that year.
they
Go
had
back to the Kobe and Shaq thing.
they had figured
No,
things out. Okay.
no. You're gonna go back to the Kobe and Shaq thing now, and then we're gonna bounce back since you want to talk that shit.
Okay. My thing about it is nothing wrong being a sidekick stuff. Jalen Brown is a sidekick.
Jalen Brown is a sidekick.
Yes.
Jalen
now they
Brown
about
is better than
A1B.
Tatum.
They
Hold
weren't
on.
Jalen Brown
A1B.
is better than Tatum.
Hold on. So did we not just see in the finals and stuff? Well, not finals. We just didn't see in the playoff that without Tatum, the Celtics looking like a whole different team.
Without Jalen Brown, it starts to look like a whole different team. You don't
Mm.
have your players. You don't have the players that you usually play with. So what are we talking about?
You play basketball, right?
You know I did.
So and eye contact. Who's the better player, Tatum or Brown?
With the eye test,
Yeah,
Brown.
I'm a
Who
better
got finals
player.
MVP last year?
He deserved it. Everybody kept saying he deserved it.
Who got finals MVP last year?
Jalen Brown.
Why?
I have no idea.
This is blasphemy,
They said,
man.
hold on. They said
This
the
is
same.
blasphemy, bro.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Talk to me.
They said the same thing they said about Iguodala, how he won Final MVP. They say because he shut down Luca, which I don't understand how you shut down Luca when Luca averaged 30 points a game and stuff. But whatever and stuff. I don't know how you shut down LeBron. And
What?
LeBron averaging 30 something points a game and
Wait a
stuff.
minute. What? What?
Okay, they said Jalen Brown
Okay.
was sticking Luka the whole Finals MVP and finals and
Okay.
stuff, and that's
Okay.
why he got Finals MVP.
Okay.
If you look at the stats wise, Tatum had better points, rebound, and
You
assists.
always run to the points. What about the things that don't show up on the stat
I'm
sheet?
I'm letting you know.
Defense,
I'm letting you
defense
know.
efficiency.
If you did you not hear what I said, I started at start. They said Jalen Brown got Finals MVP because he shut down Luka Doncic in the finals.
Who's the engine to that team? So when you take off the engine to the team, the car does not
Okay,
run well.
How
if you
did Kawhi get final MVP?
how, he said he shut down LeBron, which
Well,
I still, how do
what?
you how I'm
How
still
many
trying to figure
points?
out.
You got to look at it. Don't look at how many points LeBron averaged in that series. Look at how many points that he scored on Kawhi and Iguodala. That's what they're going by.
If you come out the bench and stuff, I can't really score that many points on you. But if I'm still scoring 17 points on you and stuff, you're not shutting me down. You watch that final. Did the Iguodala shut LeBron down? Be honest.
What it was he made it more difficult for LeBron. You're never gonna stop LeBron James. You're never gonna stop a Kobe Bryant. The thing is, you make it difficult.
Okay. So Bruce Bowen, he made it difficult for Kobe Bryant, right? Back in the day,
What
right?
Bruce Bowen tried to injure Kobe Bryant. That's why the
He did.
his
He
wrist
tried to
injury.
injure, but he made it every time they matched up again. He made it difficult for Kobe Bryant, right?
Shane Battier thought he made it difficult for Kobe Bryant. Nobody made it difficult for Kobe Bryant but T Mac and Kevin Durant. And that's the T Mac was in his prime, and Kevin Durant is in his later years. So what are we talking about here?
I want to ask a question. Quick questions. We quick question. Who do you think would be the best player if they never got hurt?
Brandon Roy.
What about you, Trip?
Right.
Huh?
But Brandon
Brandon
Roy,
Roy, right?
Brandon Roy with that guy.
I think T Mac. T Mac never got
I
hurt.
like the T Mac too now, but
T Mac never got
that boy
hurt.
Brandon Roy he was
You got
going
to think
deep
about
in the
it.
playoffs. It seemed like every year.
T
Let me
Mac
tell you
T.
something. Kobe wouldn't be the legend that he is if Brandon Roy was fucking healthy.
Nah, no, no, no.
Oh my
Mm-mm.
God. You don't this is what I'm saying, bro. You don't know who B Roy is. You
I,
don't know about that Portland Trailblazer team. I can name everybody on that Portland Trailblazer team,
that
bro.
Portland Trail team was
Them
nice.
dudes was monsters.
Okay.
Those
Team,
dudes were monsters.
I
LaMarcus
understand that.
Aldridge, monster at the power forward. Joel Chris Billings is a backup center. Greg Oden, Travis Outlaw, Channing Frye, Rudy Fernandez, Steve Blake. Them boys had squad. What's the boy name? Nicholas Platoon. Them boys had a roster that would have beat the Lakers. I'm a Laker
Hey, Greg,
fan. They would
hey,
have beat the
Greg,
Lakers, bro. Only
old
Okay.
B Roy
Greg
would have
would
been
have been a
healthy.
beast
And
if he wouldn't have got hurt too.
who? Greg Oden, yeah. My thing
Yeah,
about it,
the
Yeah,
young old
Greg.
man.
T Mac with the
Mm-hmm.
T Mac with the a pit bull out that motherfucking shit. Till he
Look
got
at the
hurt.
shooting. Look at the shooting percentage. T Mac missed a whole lot of shots. Brandon Roy didn't. That motherfucker was
He was
efficient,
hurt.
bro.
Hey, every year he was hurt.
You
Every
always
year.
well, Brandon Roy got hurt, brother. Brandon Roy got hurt.
No, I'm talking about Brandon Ward was hurt every year.
Brandon Roy, and he was still efficient. Brandon Roy was a monster, brother. Brandon Roy was him.
Yeah.
100% B. Roy was him.
If they could have had Damian Lillard then, boy, it'd have been no ugly.
So let me
They
ask you a
didn't even
question.
need Damian Lillard.
Let
Brandon
me
Roy was better.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
101 right now. 101 at that time. T Mac and his prime. Brandon Roy in his prime. Who's winning?
I'm taking B. Roy. I'm taking Brandon Roy. You
Oh,
look up that. Please look up his stats and his shooting
I
efficiency.
I see Brandon
Please.
Roy. I see
I'm
what.
going T Mac.
I'm going Brandon
Hold on,
Roy.
hey, say that again, Trip.
I'm going T Mac.
Why T Mac?
Tall and he can play defense.
There you
B.
go.
B. Roy the same way. Brandon Roy the same way. Brandon
Roy
Roy is
was
the
six
same person.
five. T Mac 6'9". Hey, you know what I'm saying? At one point in time, T Mac was the
T Mac with
second
that
best.
nigga. In the
Yeah, he
NBA,
was the
he's
second
that nigga.
goddamn best shooting guard in that game.
That
He was the best.
that
He
Orlando
was
T
he was,
Mac.
he was right there behind Kobe. He was on
That
Kobe
Orlando T
neck.
Mac. That fucking the net T Mac. Are you serious?
Let me tell you something.
He
Let me
was
ask you
on
this,
Kobe
Trip.
And
neck.
we're not
Trip,
even talking about the Rocket T Mac and
Trip.
stuff.
Hear me out, three. Tell me on this one. Was you not scared every time the Lakers went up there to Portland when Brandon Roy was on that team? Because they took major L's.
Yeah, we had a problem with Roy now. Roy was a
We had
big
a
problem.
problem. That
Roy
dude
was
was
a
a
problem, man.
problem.
Yeah, he was.
That dude was no joke. Like that dude was no joke. But let's bring it back around to okay. Let me ask you this. Let me ask both of y'all this question. How do you guys feel about the way the NBA game is played today?
I don't like all the 3-point shots. Too many 3-point shots. It's like
With your neck. They
it's
scared of the
like,
mid range. Ain't too many got a mid range game. They gonna run straight to that 3 point.
and I feel like when
They
DeMar
can't post
DeRozan,
up neither. They ain't got no. A lot of them ain't got no pole move neither.
I feel like once DeMar DeRozan leave and like Zach Levine, who else, and like Kawhi Leonard, somebody leaving so they retire. Everybody just going to the
Yeah.
3-point line. I see it's crazy. I seen a game I think it was last week. Fast break. They stop at the 3-point line, shoot a three, miss it, and then other team get the ball. Fast break. No one under the rim, nothing like that. Shot a three, miss it, other team get the ball.
Okay, so
When you shooting
It ain't no.
63 the game,
It
that's bad.
ain't no fearful teams out there neither though. You know how back
OKC
in the
might be that
day,
here.
a lot of folks was like they said when Jordan played, everybody was scared to play Chicago at one point in time when they, like back in the day, we already knew when Shaq and Kobe don't got past the Kings, it wasn't even really good to watch the final because we knew they were gonna win. The
You
Kings, the
you're right.
Kings and the Lakers was always the the finals.
Yeah, that was the finals, the Kings and the Lakers. You're 100% correct. But let me put an input on this one. Um, the NBA game today is so disrespectful to what happened in the past, and it shows where coaching is at to where we cut corners in the game, right? You take these young dudes, and it's a bad influence on these young cats, right? That's not in the NBA, that's in college and in high school and junior high and things like that. It makes them wanna. Everybody wants to shoot the three ball, but we never like. You forget about the mid range. You forget about posting up, dominating a person. You know what I'm saying? You forget about the three levels of the game, i.e. Kobe Bryant, i.e. Carmelo Anthony, Tracy McGrady, and these legends, right? So if I knew this dude was at the 3 point line, if I knew you was at the 3 point line, all I had to do is stick the 3 pointer, because that's all the hell you can do. You're predictable, but that's today's game. But when you got a Kobe Bryant who can shoot the three, take you off the dribble, pull you up on the mid range, come dunk on you, and play defense on the other end and pass the ball, he has a vision. We have an all around complete player. And then we get these guys, they come in the league now, and we get these European players because the game, and this is I believe this is Coach K's fault, because Coach K preached in the Olympic game that we have to get the European game to where it's pass shoot. It's diluting the game, and it's actually removing the black player out of the game with his athleticism because and his defensive presence, because they don't look for that anymore. They're not looking for the dunk no more. They're not looking for the Ant-Mans no more. They're looking for someone that can stand there and shoot the three ball. Shooting the three ball is good. Back in the day, if you shoot from half court or anything be half behind that 3 point line, that was 2 or 3 steps behind it, you're out of here. If you shoot too many threes, you're out of here. The beauty for the game is going in the modern NBA, and it should be addressed and checked. That's why the NBA is losing ratings. That's why no one is tuning in the way they're supposed to tune in. And the love for the game is gone because they chose this fast paced shoot three, shoot three, shoot threes over the love of the game. And when a person don't have love for the game no more, they won't tune in, they won't buy, they won't do none of that, because I'm sick of you walking up the court and shooting a damn three. What happened? Walking up the court, dipping it into the center, everybody moving around, kick it out, whatever. Center dominates. So, with that being said, you guys, the NBA now is trash, but that's our time. Hey, Trip, would you be able to step in again on the next show, because I'm definitely gonna call you for all the shows now. You definitely fit in perfect. But would you be interested in coming back, bro, as we talk about the Diddy and Cassie case?
Ain't good. To be honest, I hadn't even watched it.
Okay, you didn't watch it. Oh, okay. Well, this is what we can do, man. When we talk sports again, any sports, you know what I'm saying, you're very well knowledge and well versed in the sports. Do you mind coming back on the platform with us?
Almost definitely, y'all.
Like the bum ass Raiders.
Yeah. All right, whatever. Use a hater, my nigga. But anyway, anyway, I'm gonna go on and do the
Hey,
outro. Yeah.
I threw the Raider hat on because y'all know what time it is, but I'm a Falcon fan.
You see them Raiders in the back, right? You see the flag in the back, right?
Hey, who your quarterback?
Already.
Who the quarterback?
Michael Penix.
No, I know. Falcons. They got 19. I'm talking the Raiders. Who the quarterback?
Oh, they
Geno
got
Smith.
Geno
Geno
Smith
Smith.
now.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn. My bad.
Oh my God. Okay. With that being said, we're gonna get up out of here. Let me go on and do the outros. And
My bad.
like I said, I appreciate having y'all on the panel with me, especially my co-host, and now my third co-host now. With that being said, man, shout out to the mighty LDBC, 7A Sports TV, BFTV, Drew Titan, Sugar Free Mars, and everybody over there. Shout out in the LDBC, shout out to Contraband TV. That's my boy from neighborhood. He definitely do his thing. So if you from neighborhood, definitely go check him out. Shout out to anybody from Long Beach that does content. Like P Nice say, the new beats. So shout out to the Viral Way Podcast, the P Nice Show, Elephant Moon TV, Avenue Rap TV, and especially the Insane Talk Podcast, where the Insanes talk NBA, boxing, and more. All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all time. We're gonna get back and chop it up later.
All right.
Gone.